Welcome back, Video Game Voting Vanguard. It's your boy P City Substance. We have another episode of Anime Mondays. So this week we're not going to do any episode reviews. Instead, I want to talk about where you guys are watching your anime. So first, I started off with the FUNIMATION Now app, which is $4, $5, or $6 a month. I canceled it because apparently you can have a free subscription. Now the difference between those two subscriptions is the free one, you get to watch most of the episodes, and with the paid subscription you get it without the ads, and you also get some of the library that's not available to the free account holders. So I decided to since renew my account because they have newly dubbed episodes of Dragon Ball Super. So that's one location I watch. And also with Funimation Now, they also separated from Crunchyroll and VRV, which gave them some anime, and then some stuff was taken away, I believe. I don't know if it's anything that affects me per se in the things that I watch. So then recently I was referred by a friend to check out Netflix exclusive anime. So I renewed that. And we're going to get into that later on in the episode. So I renewed Netflix, and I also opened up an account with Hulu. Hulu has a lot to offer as far as anime is concerned. That's probably actually one of the bigger ones available, and they're dubbed in English. So we're going to start there. I'm going to say for right now, my choice, my source of choice for anime right now is Hulu. They have almost every series that I'm into readily available in dubbed episodes. So right now I'm using Hulu. I'm also using Netflix, and I'm still here and there on Funimation. So I also want to talk about today some new anime that I wanted to get into, but I was trying to wait. But I'm in the middle of One Piece, and there's almost 1,000 episodes. So I was just like, it's no sense of waiting. I'm not going to be able to finish that anytime soon, and I'll be basically putting everything else on back burner. So what I decided to do moving forward, what we're going to do is each day of the week until we get to Monday, we're going to watch episode each of these different animes. I'm going to tell you that I'm just getting into, and I'm going to give you my thoughts about them after watching the first episode. So some things I was already curious about that I wanted to watch, especially in English. Number one being Bleach. Hulu has Bleach in English, so I was happy about that. I watched the first episode. Although I got the gist of it from the subtitles, I was able to watch it in English. So I watched that. We already know about Bleach. It's a good show. Also, I was referred to One Punch Man, and I got a chance to check out that first episode. I believe that's on Netflix and Hulu, and that seems to be great and promising. Only thing is, it was a bummer. I had a friend tell me that there's only 12 episodes. It's like, come on, man. So that kind of let me down. So I may binge watch that and just maybe do a review on there. Maybe I'm gonna try to get through that series this week. Because apparently it's been a couple years, so I might as well binge watch that. So be on the lookout next week, Anime Mondays. I'm gonna probably talk about the entire series of One Punch Man. Another series that kind of caught my attention was, and I believe this was down at MagFest, Hunter x Hunter. I got a chance to check that out. That's also seems to be a promising series. I did enjoy the first episode of that. Another one that I seen at MagFest, I seen a couple times, but MagFest is really pulling out at me. I seen a lot of merchandise and stuff like that, t-shirts. A lot of people's wearing. Well, before I get to that, I'm gonna say that last because that's best of last. I was also referred to a Netflix exclusive, which is called High School Girl. High School Girl is a series about basically these kids are in school. The main character is a guy, and then there's a girl, and the guy is basically saying he doesn't perform too well in the classroom, so his escape and outlet is the arcade. So he's in this arcade, and all this commotion is going on around. There's certain play on the other side on another console. They're playing Street Fighter 2. So this is the time frame that they're in when Street Fighter 2 came out. So on the other side is a young lady, and she is beating everybody. She's on like a 29 kill win streak. So I think he played her twice in the middle of that 28 or 29, and then there, the commotion going on. Can she make it to 30? So this character decides that he wants to try to beat her. He wants to use this different techniques. It's not really cheating, but it's kind of like a sour way to win. And he ends up beating her, and then at the end, she beats him up. So basically, that's kind of the best of both worlds for me. It's anime and video games. So that's basically about this girl wanting to get high score in all these games. So if you haven't checked that out, check that out. And last but not least, my favorite out of, I think it was 5 new shows that I checked out. My favorite out of the 5 is JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Man, that looks promising. I watched 2 episodes so far. And that's basically about a wealthy family, being JoJo's family. His dad gets in an accident, and a guy is nearby, and it appears that JoJo's father had passed away from injuries in the accident, and the guy goes to rob him, but he grabs the guy's hand and basically says that he saved his life, and he feels indebted to the guy. So the guy goes on. JoJo's dad takes his name and gets some help and stuff like that. Guy goes home, and it moves fast. It moves very fast, like literally years passed in the first 2 episodes. So basically years passed, and the gentleman that quote unquote saved the guy was getting sick, and it shows his teenage son. And you see JoJo's dad, and JoJo's now a teenager, promised teenager, nice gentleman, got everything going for him. He's got everything he needs, and they're very wealthy. So on the other gentleman's dying bed, can't remember his name at the time, but he tells his son, take this name and go to this guy. He owes me. Basically, get everything that you need. So the father passes away. He makes a trip over to go see JoJo and his family. He gives him the letter. JoJo's dad remembers him, and like immediately, he basically is trying to sabotage everything that JoJo has so that he can take everything from them, their riches and wealth and all that stuff. So immediately, that show grabbed my attention. I was excited about it. Like I didn't really know what to expect. I thought maybe it was strange because I seen like clips here and there, but I didn't indulge too much into it. But I do like it. Out of all the series that I checked out, I do like that the most. So I'm looking forward to checking that out. So if you haven't, give it a shot. Go on Hulu, because I think that's the only place that they have that is on Hulu. Maybe some other place. I mean, obviously, it's a bunch of places online and stuff with subtitles and stuff like that. But if you want the English version, Hulu has it. So check that out. So like I said, look forward to next week's episodes. If there's any other shows you think I should check out, leave it in the comments section. Hit the like button, turn the notifications on for the channel. Let me know what you guys think about the shows that I named. Let me know about some stuff that y'all are interested in that I haven't spoke about or haven't gotten into just yet. So let me know. So that's it for this episode of Anime Mondays. It's your boy P City Substance. This is the Video Game Voter.